Hey Libra, thank you so much for watching. This is your tarot scope for April 2021. Thank you so much for watching. It means a lot. This is a general horoscope, tarot scope, same thing. This could be love or romance. This could also have to do with friends and family or work and career. It's very general, so take it as it resonates. Okay, so Libra for April. Okay, so you're super tired coming into April. So you have been doing a lot of work. You've been working super hard. This could be physically, and this could also be like emotionally, mentally. Like you've just been taking on a lot of responsibility too. And yeah, this is continuing for the whole month of April. It's going to be like a lot of a heavy load on your shoulders. You could be dealing with like a lot of people, a lot of, like I said, responsibility. Let's see what else. Okay, so your challenge is the Hanged Man. So Cancer got the same placement. They got the same exact card for the same exact placement. So you could be dealing with a Cancer or you could have Cancer in your chart. But whatever, either the case, this is your challenge. So you're being challenged to have a lot of patience. So I feel like this is going to be kind of like a heavy month for you, and you really just have to ride it out. And it reminds me of the phrase, like, this too shall pass. So, as difficult as this month might be for you, you really have to remember that this is just a fleeting moment, and this too shall pass. Nothing lasts forever. But then also, something else that just came to mind is that you need to like rest. Like you've definitely been working yourself very hard, and it's challenging for you to just kind of stop working. So I don't even think this is so much out of your control. Like I think you're purposely like putting a lot on your plate, and you're purposely keeping yourself busy and overexhausting yourself when really you could just make the choice to just stop and pause. And you could tell someone people want you to do things, and you could say, well, you can do that yourself, like this is in your control. But I feel like it's hard for you, especially this month, to stop working so hard and to just relax. So in your subconscious, you have a 9 of Wands reverse. So definitely like deep down, you're trying to put your guard down. I feel like you want to let your guard down. So definitely, I'm getting like a lot of you Libras are like workaholics. So you keep yourself busy and busy as like a coping mechanism, as like a way of like distracting yourself from really feeling your feelings and all that BS. No, I'm kidding. That is important. It's important to stop and slow down. But yeah, a lot of people do this, and I feel like most especially you this month, you're just like keeping yourself busy, and this is kind of just like a coping mechanism that you use. And deep down, you want to just kind of take a break and just kind of chill out. And yeah, there's definitely like truths that you're hiding from yourself. Like you have a lot of hidden thoughts and emotions, and you haven't been able to face them. You haven't been able to even understand what you're thinking or what you're going through because you're keeping yourself so busy. Okay, yeah. So on the surface, like this is so upright, this is about like lots of fun and play. But seeing this reverse means there's a total imbalance between work and play. And I'm definitely getting like with this 10 of Wands energy, like you're not having enough fun or play. And you want to let go. Now, I definitely am totally getting that a lot of you Libras this month are falling into a pattern where you're gonna be, like, working super hard, like, all day, and then you're like, "Oh, like, I need a drink after this, like, I deserve 3 shots after this," and you just go home and you just kinda pound the alcohol. Or maybe you go home and you stuff yourself with junk food because, like, you've just been working so hard all day, and then you get home and you just party. Some of you could be with drugs as well, or just something where you, like, overindulge yourself, and a lot of you are kind of, like, overbooking your social life as well, and you're, like, hanging out with too many people because, again, as a way of, like, distracting yourself from the reality of what you're going through, what you're feeling right now. And then some of you reverse, you're totally, like, isolating yourself because 'cause you're like, "I'm too busy," like, you don't wanna let yourself have any fun or relax, and you are getting, like, invitations to go out, and you're like, "No, I can't, like, I'm too busy, I have to work, like, I have to work extra hours, so I can't go out, like, I can't hang out with you, I'm working." Yeah, so in the past, Queen of Pentacles, so you're really focused on a project, and some of you, like, if you have children or if you have a child, you have been really focused on that too, and you've been putting your children or your child, you've been putting them first, and because of that, you've kind and maybe, like, that's your job, like, even if you are a working mother, maybe, like, your job isn't even that important, but your children, like, that's your full-time job, basically. That's what takes over your life, and if you don't have children, then this could definitely be, most obviously, your career, like, you're just putting your career is literally your baby, like, you put so much into it, and yeah, you use it as you overwork yourself. You put in more overtime to avoid, yeah, facing your feelings, basically. Not to repeat myself. Water break. Okay. You see my cat right here? Look at her. She's such a good girl. She's like purring really loudly. Probably can't hear it. Oh, oh my God. Okay, sorry. My cats really distract me. Okay, so in the future, you have Ace of Wands reverse. So, yeah, a lot of you are going to burn out. Like, this is a card of burning out, like losing all your inspiration. Yeah, especially if you have like a creative job, if you have a job that requires you to be creative, you are totally gonna like completely lose your creativity. You're gonna lose your imagination. You're just gonna be like so exhausted, so tired and overworked. And yeah, so definitely look out for this. Like in April, like you are at high risk of burning yourself out because you're just working too hard. Justice reverse. So Libra, this is you. So you tend to pull this card, like, I feel like every time I do a reading for Libra, I pull out the Justice card, like, whether it's upright or reverse, like, I always get this card, and this literally does represent Libra, so this is you. So, like, your energy is really strong in these readings. You always show up as yourself, and but seeing this reverse means that, like, there's an imbalance here, and see, the scales here, they're not balanced, like, you have no work balance play. You're either working way too hard and not having any fun at all, or you're working way too hard and then you just like go ham with the partying and the drinking, and there's just like no balance really. It's like, yeah. totally out of balance, totally on the way to burning yourself out. So in your environment, 8 of swords. So there's something or someone that feels stuck to you. So I feel like there's definitely someone or very well multiple people in your life who just feel like so bound to you that they make their life like your problem. So it's like you feel like you're carrying the weight of everyone else's problems on your shoulders, and that's going to cause you to burn out this month. It's very unfair. So the people around you, this could just be one person, but I get the feeling this is like a lot of people, like especially children too. Like if your children like struggle with independence, then you're obviously like you have like young babies or toddlers, like obviously, yeah, you have to take care of them, like that's not their fault, they literally can't. But I'm saying like if you have teenagers or you have like young adults or something who are like still living with you and like they don't even help with the chores or the rent or any of that, like that kind of thing. But that's obviously like very specific for some of you, but for a lot of you this is like friends or a love interest, or yeah, like multiple friends who they kind of make it feel like their life is your problem, and they just like put out all their problems on you, and it's like you got to take care of yourself, and the people in your energy field, like they're not taking care of themselves. It's like everyone's expecting you to take care of them, and like that's what you've been doing. You've been taking care of people, or maybe one person or multiple people, and it's just like too much. Like I said, like again and again, I know I'm repeating myself, but you're gonna burn out. You're on the way to burning out this month. Okay, so your advice is the sun. So your advice is to lighten up. So you've been like super serious this month. Like you need to kind of just like relax and let go. Like obviously, like if you've been drinking or partying too much, like obviously no. But like just lighten up, like get back in touch with your inner child. Like you don't have to be the mother of everyone, whether you literally are a mother or father, um, or if you just have like friends or a love interest who just like acts like a baby. Like you don't always have to be taking care of them. Like you can have other people take care of you for once. I feel like it's never, I get the vibe that for you it's never like that. So spirit is directly saying to you, this is a very clear message that you need to get back in touch with your inner child. See, this is a little baby right now on a like little unicorn with the sun. The sun is shining. So, yeah, lighten up, enjoy yourself. Like, too much work. It's a very, very direct message. Okay, and your outcome is Knight of Swords. So, you are rushing towards someone or something. You're moving really fast. So, basically, like I said again and again, like you're definitely on track for burning yourself out. Um, I feel like if you do lighten up, you can make something happen. Um, I feel like if you take the time to rest, you will naturally get that creative burst. And that's what's going to help you move forward, because it looks like by the end of the month, like you're really going to make something happen. So don't worry about like, oh, I have to get this, and that done. Like, don't worry, like focus on like getting enough sleep, getting enough rest, eating right, and but not even that, like just being happy, being like lighthearted, adding some positivity, adding some joy into your life, and you will get somewhere. So don't be all like, oh, but like if I stop moving so quickly, then I'm never going to get there. Like I have to rush through all these green lights before so that I can get to my destination. Like, don't be thinking that way. What's gonna push you forward and ironically, what's gonna give you that speed and what's gonna make things happen for you faster is if you take the time to rest and rejuvenate. So then that way you can get that creative burst and creative flow and move forward. Okay, water break. So I hope that message was clear to you. I feel like that was like a super direct, super specific message. So yeah, I think this was a successful reading. I am going to pull some moon cards though to get more clarity. Okay, so these are my moon oracle cards. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you. Okay. New moon in Gemini, communication is key. Okay. So that's similar to this. This is also a card about communication. So you'll definitely be speaking to someone. You'll definitely be telling someone how you feel. Hold your vision, fixed moon. Okay. New moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation. Okay, so you don't have to be cold-hearted or overly logical about something, especially when you're communicating as well. Yeah, and you have 2 new moon cards here, so there's definitely a new beginning on the horizon. And Gemini and Aquarius could be significant zodiac signs for you. Maybe it's in your chart or you're dealing with someone who has that in their chart. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a super great month.